I'm getting overwhelmed by the amount of mini books I'm going to be making. My desk is covered in mini books. My back hurts, and it's time to call it a night. So I realized that while editing this video that I gave no intro for this project. So let me do that, because it's needed. About a decade ago, when I started my research in Italian Renaissance costuming, I absolutely fell in love with the wardrobe of Eleanor de Toledo. Like a lot of people, I feel like it's very common if you study the Italian Renaissance, you're going to come across her and be like, what a beautiful woman, what beautiful gowns. Specifically, the pomegranate dress. This painting specifically was used as a, what's it called? Marketing? Self-promotion? I'm thinking propaganda. That's the word. This photo was used as propaganda because with the money that Eleanor de Toledo brought with her dowry, marriage, contract, whatever, it basically revitalized the Medici family and put them back on top in the social world. So this photo is of Eleanor de Toledo in a Spanish style gown because she brought the Spanish style to Florence, and not her first son, but her second son, Giovanni, just to make a point of, we have a dynasty, suck it. I have been obsessed with this dress forever. I found where I could get this fabric printed. Not the most historically accurate, but you know, I want the dress, we're getting the dress. So we're gonna be working on the dress. That's where this project came from. That's what we're doing. There's your context. Let's just go. So, remember a while ago when I said that I made a slightly irresponsible thing when I did that thing? Yeah. I now have a package. Goodness. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself now except for maybe wrap up in it. I think that's the only thing left to do.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep?
So I have little squares cut out that are about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches that I'm going to sew right here on these corners. I've played with a couple of different ways on how to get the corners on the neckline like good, and so that way they don't like fray over time. This is the best way I can do it. I don't have any proof on how this is how they did it in period. This is just the cleanest finish I have been able to get.
I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Okay, so the next step is to fold the seam allowance over the canvas interlining. First of all, look at how clean these corners are. Super proud of them. That's why I do the corners like this. Second of all, anytime you see a fabric ripple, whether it's the fashion layer like this, or the canvas layer rippling underneath the fashion layer, that's where you are going to need to clip the fabric. So, I have all my books made. They've been made for a while. You would think that the next thing I want to do is to build the bookshelf, right? And I have the back of it. I have the paper I bought mounted onto the cardboard so that way it wouldn't get crinkled and gross. But the project I'm feeling for this mini room next is actually a dresser. So in the book A Court of Thorns and Roses, Feyre is the main character and she paints a dresser that she shares with her two sisters. So Feyre comes from like a very poor family, like they were rich and then they weren't. And so I'm imagining like a small dresser, like very, oops, dropping everything, very comparable in size to my treadle machine, right? So if I make the dresser and the treadle the same size, and if I make those drawers workable and maybe put like mini bolts of fabric in there, is this going too far? So I have this thing, which I think is a decent weight for the dresser, at least for the drawers maybe. I'm gonna need to measure the mini treadle so I know what the measurements for the dresser need to be. First I need to go to the bathroom.
How come the trees gets undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes.
Okay, no, focus. Okay, why are we only like this far into the process and I already love it? Okay, so this is the base. I think I'm gonna cut out the back out of the cardstock and then I'm going to do the drawers. I also need to do the separators. So, I almost want to do the dresser like that. You know what, I think I will because dressers tend to be a little bit higher. Yeah, and it'll give me a little bit more room for the drawers. Yeah, so then if I just make all the drawers like 1.5 inches tall, it'll be like perfect. I'm just gonna like reinforce these corners a little bit. But and I haven't even gotten to like the part where it actually looks like what I want it to look like. Okay, so putting the back on that just made this like the sturdiest thing ever. So now I need to measure out and put the dividers in, which is going to be difficult. Should have thought that through. But that's okay. I'm so excited. Okay, I think I have all the pieces cut, so it's time to assemble the drawers.
It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Okay, so this is the state that I got the dresser to. It's all put together and the drawers fit and they're like functional. The next step is to like make it not look like it's out of cardboard. But we will do that some other time. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
So I thought today would be a great day to do some work on kind of upgrading my Ravenclaw dress. Not like specifically she needs an upgrade, but like I found this beautiful beaded fabric and I couldn't help but think that I needed a partlet and matching snood or hairpiece from this fabric.
Look how beautiful this is! Oh, I'm so excited to work with it.
Half of 26 is 13, so that's what I'm going to measure on the fold.
This fabric is so hard to see on my table. I'm sorry.
It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I just wonder. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, it makes me wonder.
Alright, so the partlet is completely hemmed now, and I ran a ribbon in the bottom hem. So this means that it's done.
Look at it! Oh my gosh, I don't know how well this is showing up like on camera, but in person this is stunning. And then it just will tie over my stays and it'll just be great. It's a fun little sparkly accessory to put underneath my dresses. I have the lining pinned into the bodice. I did it the same way that I did the fashion fabric, only instead of folding it over the canvas, I just folded it over itself. So I do have clipping here and along the arm side here. The next step is to do either a felling or a prick stitch all the way around to secure the lining in. Hi, just a quick thing, because this is the second vloggy type video that I'm putting out. I'm sure you're well aware I am switching up how I'm doing my content. There's more that's gonna happen, but that's gonna be coming. Like, as I finish projects, I think I'll do like short videos on like the full project. But we'll see. I am really enjoying the vlogginess. I'm really enjoying the slight chaos. I feel like this is showing a lot more like the length of time projects cover, as well as how I literally have anywhere between 3 and 10 active projects at any given time. Like, I think if I counted everything in my studio, it would be closer to 10 right now. So, I am all over the place with my footage because I have footage from December, as you saw, that I'm trying to work in with like current projects and things. So as I get caught up, it'll get a little bit less chaotic, but this is definitely the vibe going forward. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Bye, friends. I have my list. I have set due dates for things each week, and I want to deviate so bad, but I can't deviate because my fingers hurt. I have found a benefit of having 2 active sewing machines. Really awesome. Looks so good.